American football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Oilers and the Browns, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. Taken from about the 12. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Watson. letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to...
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Browns, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And Shark calls it in. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Second and 5 now. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26. Just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll drop to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 36,
Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
that one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Shoves him aside. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Allen Lazard, 28 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man downfield is Hilton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chubb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This is caught by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He goes right back the way of Hilton. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. From the 50, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On fourth down, Watson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a second down run with Sanders. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Let's go.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Once again with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Watson looks to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now receiver in motion left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out.
And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Steps away. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown! T.Y. Hilton. yards.
And the Oilers are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return here is stopped.